All right, we live. Welcome to another D.Ware's Take. It is Thursday, October 12th. I'm sitting here with Finny, the legend. What are you a legend? Where'd the legend come from? Just you a legend? A
Anybody that
legend?
know me knows I'm a legend.
You a legend in AZ?
Yes, sir.
You from AZ? You from AZ, right?
Yes, sir.
Born and raised in AZ?
Yes, sir.
Glendale, Phoenix. All
West
right,
Side City.
all right. Welcome everybody in. Y'all let me know when Mahulani gets in here, please. If she does. We had a bet on the 49ers and Dallas. So hopefully she don't sit here and just lurk and ghost. But so who'd you have on tonight's game, Finny?
Of course, Kansas City, as far as betting purposes, but I was cheering for Russell Wilson for fantasy purposes.
So did he do enough? What how many yards did Russell have? Passing yards did he have tonight?
I mean, he
What up,
should have been.
Akko? Oh,
You
he
get
didn't do
you get minus 2 points for interceptions. He threw two interceptions.
oh,
He didn't even he didn't even have 100 yards going into the fourth, so I don't even think he made it to 100 yards.
yeah, so that didn't work out for you on that.
Nah.
Who else did you have? Anybody else in your fantasy that was playing tonight?
I had a Kansas City defense, and I got three leagues. So in each league, I had different people going. So I did have Kansas City defense going, so they did good for me. They got a couple sacks and they got those two interceptions. So that's gonna work out for me. I also had Cortland Sutton, Russell's receiver. He caught a touchdown, so his night ended up being okay.
Okay. What
Uh-oh,
up,
somebody
SB?
somebody dropping bombs on you already. Look, $20.
Nah, you was supposed to cash at me. Nah, take that back, Mahu. Take that back. YouTube get 40% of that shit. That's that bullshit. Hold on. I could have sworn we said cash app. Let me pull up the shit. I thought I screenshotted that. Let me see.
I don't have
Nope,
it.
she just said $20 bet. I picked the Cowboys. All right. Well, you could at least wait at Mahulani so I could tell you how I wanted to receive that. You owe me like $8 more, $6 more. You paying YouTube right now. You ain't paying me. You want to bet this week to win your money back? They got the Chargers. I think the Chargers are gonna beat the Cowboys. Let me know if you want to double or nothing. But anyway,
Mags, you a Broncos fan? Who you blame it on? Do you think it's Sean Payton or Russell? I mean, because sometimes them plays look like they just ain't working no more. Have the league passed Sean Payton up, or is it just
uh,
Russell and weak ass Sierra? I don't know.
I tell you right now, um, Sean Payton too damn old school, man. That's my thoughts. But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you, Mahulani. Appreciate that super chat, both of them. But definitely let me know if you want to win all that back next week, Mahu. If you a real Cowboys fan, let me put this in here. See what they talking about for this post game. Jesus, Max, you a Broncos fan? Okay. At least their plays are better than the Steelers, says Phil Da. Phil Da. So,
Yeah.
do we have any more Broncos fans out here before we get into tonight's subject? Besides Mags, So, Mags, you must be a Colorado Buffaloes fan too, or are you just a Russell Wilson fan and you followed him over here? Hungry as shit. Mm, okay. Y'all see this? She's got $20. She got the Cowboys over the Chargers. All right. Bet. That's a bet. Let me turn this down. So, Finny, what you got, man? What you got for us tonight?
Oh man, I'm just a little, you know me. I'm more fantasy than I am gambling. So when my guys don't do good, it take a little bit out of me. But and I didn't meet you in Vegas because I got sick, man. I'm still trying to fight it off a little bit. I know you and AZ too. It's been going around everywhere. I know a gang of people that done knocked down this week.
Something must be going on because when I got back, I started feeling sick. I don't know.
Yeah,
You going for what about Halloween weekend?
yeah, I'm gonna go out there. Yeah, I'm going for sure. Then I already booked a room for that day. I usually don't book until like I'm about to go, like a couple days before, but I already got the Halloween.
So you
Sunshine
going the week?
on me. You said what
You
there?
going the weekend? You going the weekend or you going on Halloween day? How does that work?
I'll be there Halloween day for sure. Bro, you act like you never, bro. The first time me and you ever hung out was on Halloween day 2 years ago in Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. I actually got some footage of that. You
Yeah,
talking about with Manny, right?
I got a short on there on that on my page.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, Sunshine? Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna be quick. I'm tired. I'm just gonna try to get my bets in because everybody always saying I don't put them up beforehand, but yes, I do.
How you do this weekend?
I did shitty. I
Oh,
listening to what's the boy's name? Shoe Shine and his boy. What's his boy? Philly to whatever.
oh yeah,
Putting his bets in. Remember that? I put a couple of his
yeah.
bets in. But
Oh,
I'm gonna show you my losers. Let
okay,
me
yeah.
yeah. Where is it at?
You know, you can't never be afraid to show the good with the bad. You showed us some amazing stuff
Yeah.
this couple weeks. Some bad eventually got.
So what messed me up was Texas A&M. I took the well they wait Texas A&M. No, yeah, Texas A&M. Wait a minute. Did they win? No, they lost. They lost against Alabama. Anyway, it was at home, but where's that? Where's the other one? So this one, Texas messed me up on a lot of my parlays from jump, but this is one of the bigger ones. Who else lost in there? Ravens got me. Patriots and looks like the Eagles. Nah, Patriots. Ravens, Patriots. Does that the Eagles? Can't be the Eagles won.
No, Eagles won. That's the Patriots and the Ravens back
The
to back.
Bills killed me. I know that. The Bills. That's what hurt me last week. The Bills, because what I did was I always have like you want to call it like a sure. I always have a sure bet and like one that I keep in all my parlays because I'm like they ain't losing this game. And the Bills killed me because I had them in a majority of my parlays, and when they lost, I'm like, damn, that just wiped out everything.
Mhm.
So what helped me out though was my college bets on Saturday. I think which one did I win? I won one. Trying to find that. So this is the only one that I won right here, and the odds wasn't that great. So you had to bet 100 to win 438. And I didn't bet no 100, but
Yeah.
it was a college game, Alabama, Arizona State. Georgia, Oregon State, USC. Took Arizona State with the plus 3.5. That was
Who was they playing? You remember?
shit. I don't even remember. That's a damn shame. Who did they
Me,
play? Maybe Cal or somebody. I don't know. I don't even remember who they played.
yeah, I can't remember either. Because they played Dion the week before, so yeah. After that, the schedule wasn't that interesting no more to me.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I'm
Max,
glad
I see you.
I'm glad
Taylor
Mahu
Swift.
stopped in. That's who I just really wanted to see, make sure she was gonna pay up. Oh yeah, Swift is at the game, huh? Y'all think that's real? You think that's real, Finny?
I mean, he probably smashing, but I mean, I don't know how much they care about each other. But he probably done got to tear it up.
You know who he was dating before her, right?
Yeah, that was it. The black girl, because I just see some black girl
Yeah,
came out to work, Woodworks, and started calling him a cheater and everything.
yeah. Sister girl got body. I'm just
Yeah,
wondering, how do you go from that Instagram model to Taylor Swift, like somebody with body to somebody that's real famous, nobody, just famous, basically.
right. Yeah,
Um,
I'm
Go
more of a
ahead.
meat. I'm more of a meat guy. So yeah, I'm looking for more meat. Now I don't want too much meat, but I don't want no meat. And she got no meat to me. That's me personally.
Well, that's a lot of brothers personally,
Yeah.
and yeah, I could see for the business him hanging out with her and all that, but it seemed like Travis liked to meet too. So
Excuse me.
I could see him flip flopping back. I don't see this lasting too long personally.
Uh,
During the season, they'll make it
not,
work.
not
Other
not
than
to
that,
men- not to mention she's so high profile. He got to do his cheating, and it's gonna be impossible now because it's one. It's just like Jay-Z now. Once you get one of them that's so high profile, you can't go. The it's more for her to tell her story once she cheat with you than keep it on the down low. So he's done on that level. So
so
I don't
you
see
you
it
don't
last.
think he can cheat and get away with it?
Nah, because whoever he do it with, to her
Gonna
benefit,
want to tell,
you know,
yeah.
yeah,
Even if
uh,
they sign, even if they they be have these contracts ready to go, these agreements ready to go with these girls.
right.
Just to even come in the same room with you or party with you or whatever. You think even if he has an agreement, these girls will still tell it. You'd be like, "Fuck it, you just gonna have to sue me."
Yeah, he get the trifling one of them trifling ones in there. Yeah.
All right, Mag says next thing you know, she'll make a Kelce song and it'll include her wearing a football jersey, tossing a football around. Hmm. I think she's more into him than him into her, me personally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's gonna be the one to end it and she's gonna be a fucking wreck. I just have a feeling. Like this life, even though she's a superstar, I just think she's loving what this whole football life is bringing her. It's just a different type of attention and it's definitely different access. Um, yeah, I think she's gonna be one of them crazy. She gonna end up losing her mind over him, personally, because she seems like the type that gets sprung real quick and fall in love big time. Big time. You know how they fall in love. You know how they do, and
Yeah.
he ain't really feeling the same way. So I don't know. We'll see. Good luck to him. I
I
don't
mean,
see it lasting.
look. She been at every game except what one this year. So that means she traveling and everything already. And from what they say, it's a new relationship. That's kind of deep already.
Yeah, unless maybe they fooling us all, and it's just all about the business. You know how Kardashians do. They set shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just for the business. Who knows? Who cares really? I guess it's just something to talk about.
Yeah, she don't want to get that Kardashian curse though, because everything they touched, it done fell off in the NBA. From Harden to Odom to Tristan, all of them. And then when Booker was with old girl, he was. You see what happened to him. So I'm glad
But
she got one more time.
do
I'm
you
sorry.
really think that Kardashian shit be real though? Like I sort of, it just seemed like all that is a setup and it's all contracted. Hey, let's get our numbers up. Let's date each other. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know.
Yeah,
Something
but
don't seem. Go ahead.
nah, but for those brothers, why would they like for James Harden? Why would he want to get in on that? He already rich, and like I mean, they go through shooting slumps and slumps like they never been through in their career, but they don't never admit to it. But I mean, it's the proof is in the pudding.
Maybe he want to get his Instagram numbers up. I don't know. Or
Right.
maybe he just want to see what it's like to fuck one of them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it because obviously it's contracts and agreements being signed before they get together. Because don't nobody ever, with the exception of maybe Kanye a little bit, don't nobody ever come out saying anything bad about them. If you notice,
Yeah.
nobody like saying nothing
Right.
like nothing. You know what I mean? Even
Yeah.
Lamar Odom, he ain't. I guess they can't say nothing. They gotta have these tight ass contracts. It's like, how the fuck do you really get with somebody with some contract? You can't say you can't do this, do that. I mean, it's like I don't know. It just seemed like everybody know this is what you're gonna get out of it. Let's get together and get this money, basically, because everybody gonna be talking about us. That's all I see. I was actually surprised Booker even got into that shit because what's the name? It's not Kylie. What's the other one he was with? Kendall. Kendall,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She too skinny for a basketball player. She too
Uh,
thin. She too, huh?
No, go ahead. I was looking at a comment, but I didn't mean to cut you off.
She too much of a model body. She don't have no fake parts like the rest of them. I just don't. You know what I mean? And nowadays, you that young like Book, you trying to hit some big booty. You know what I mean? Some big Instagram booty and shit. Like what's the boy that played for the not the Pelicans, but the what's the boy that? Come on, Finny, get some better Wi-Fi. What's the boy that played for the New Orleans? What's the basketball team? What they call it? New Orleans basketball team. What's the
The
name of their team?
Pelicans.
Is it
Pelicans.
the Pelican? What's
Yeah.
the boy that played for them?
Zion.
Zion. You don't remember who we got with over the summer? Had all them issues with uh
Yeah, yeah, that he announced he actually did
Zion.
his he did
Go
his
ahead.
he did his that reveal shit online, and his side chick saw the reveal thing, and once she saw
Right,
it, she went crazy and went to tell it everything.
right. And she a big hood rat Instagram model. I mean, ain't nothing real on her. And I'm just surprised Booker didn't go for something like that. Them young boys, you know what I mean? Even Melo got with one of them Instagram models, had this big old fake booty. LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
I think he's still with her. But yeah. All right, Mag. See ya.
Hey, James, the
James.
James guy, James, I didn't get to see it's off the screen, but what do you think? You think they should bench Russell Wilson or is it the play calling? Because I don't even know no more, man. I don't know if it's Russell or if it's Sean, but them numbers are weak. Look at them numbers: 13 for 25, 95 yards, a touchdown, and two picks. But he was getting the ball batted down like he was like like they said it was gonna happen to him in his younger days. It's happening to him now for being short. I don't know if it's Russell or what.
Well, who would you rather have, Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott?
Ooh, uh, I'd have to go with Russell still over Dak.
Oh shit.
I mean, Dak led the league. Russell ain't never led the league in interceptions. Dak led the league in interceptions last year. They clearly don't trust him in his play, and they play calling just like they don't trust Russell. Neither one of them got the trust of the coaches. The plays they running now is just. I mean, cornerbacks they ain't having to defend the past 15 yards. That's tough, man.
Damn, but you said Russ over Dak?
Russell got a Super Bowl, even though he should have two. But Russell got a Super Bowl, so he
Yeah,
showed.
but is that because of Russ or because of that defense? You know, the
Yeah,
team around him. That's
yeah,
how much did Russ have to do with that? Let's be real.
right. But Dak got a serious defense right now, and what is he doing with it? Losing. I mean, so you got to have some
Well,
kind of.
they was 12-5 last year. I mean, they ain't losing overall this season.
True, but when the moments get tough, I'd rather have Russell than Dak. I mean, he's shown Dak ain't never shown me he could do nothing in a pressure situation.
Has
I mean,
Russ?
yeah, Russ done won the Super Bowl. You gonna tell me this whole Super Bowl
But
run
has he?
he didn't have to make no pressure?
I don't know. I ain't really never, paid attention like that, to be honest. But I bet if you go back and look back, he may not have. I don't know. How do you go to another team and just turn into garbage?
Yeah, he was garbage his last year in Seattle too. But they was making an issue between him and Pete. But I mean, what's
Football.
your argument for Dak? What has Dak done positive ever?
I mean, shit. Just I think with Dak and Russ, it's one of those situations where it's like, just don't lose the game. You know what I mean? Manage, just don't lose it for us. And right now, they both kind of losing it for their teams with the interceptions, even though they would probably lose anyway. But they ain't doing so swell. Um, Football nurse says Seahawks defense won that Super Bowl. Yeah, I agree with that.
But both of
Um,
them do. Both of them got older coaches. He got Holmgren. I'm not Holmgren, but what's Dallas coach? He's from the old school.
McCarthy,
McCarthy from the old
McCarthy.
school, and Peyton from the old school. The NFL ain't the same when they was winning. The way people winning now ain't the same way when New Orleans won their Super Bowl or when Green Bay won their Super Bowl. So these coaches sometimes they don't know when they time is up.
Well, how's Pete Carroll able to hang in there? Then you say he changing with the times?
Yeah, you see, he's a players coach. You see all his players
Yeah,
high fiving with him is totally different. Sean Payton and all of them, they still owe Parcells. We ain't celebrating with the team. You damn near better not celebrate too hard, or you won't get that mug no more. They
yeah, you
got
right.
them rules.
Them old school coaches ain't getting it done no more. You right.
Yeah,
Um, I I was watching. Was it this? No, the last game Denver played. I was watching some highlights, and I don't know if you guys seen this, but Peyton started screaming on Russell Wilson, and that showed me right there that Russell Wilson was weak because some quarterbacks you ain't doing that to. I don't care. You ain't doing that to Tom Brady. I don't care what coach you are, who you are. You're just not doing that to Tom Brady. You're not doing that to certain quarterbacks. You're not doing it to Aaron Rodgers. It just showed me who was the alpha male over there, Sean Payton, even though he ain't winning. But it just Russell's done. Like Russell, what he got 2 Super Bowls or one?
one he should. They threw the
He got one, should have two, right?
ball. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but just by the money he's making, ain't no way, ain't no coach screaming on me. What's he gonna do? Cut me? You see what I'm saying? What can Peyton do to Russell?
Right. He did. I think his backup is the highest paid backup or top five highest paid backup. So Sean Payton brought that backup. It's ain't nothing but Jared Stidham in with him. So he do got a little pressure. He got one of the highest paid backups in the league. I don't know how they can
Okay,
get contract.
you sit Russ down. What you paying? What him? Fucking 50 million a year to sit the bench, and
Right.
then if you cut him, he got so much guaranteed. It's like
Yeah.
you fucked against the cap and everything else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, if you gonna sit him, that's something you just get rid of him. You know, you try to find. Ain't nobody gonna trade for him. I don't think. Maybe the Jets might. You know what I mean?
Right. All right,
But
bro. I'm glad you said that, bro, because you've been in the league. And shit, I ain't never seen nothing but a high school playbook. So I know as you go to different levels, the playbook get different. So when somebody get traded, and I know back in your day, and they've been doing it a lot more lately, but high profile players don't get traded that much. But how long do it take to learn a playbook before, like, if you get traded week 6, how quick can you get acclimated to that new playbook and be like effective in that offense? How long you think it'll take somebody, or how difficult is it?
well, obviously, it's going to depend on the position you play. The quarterback, obviously, is going to take more time
Yeah,
out of every position. If you on defense, you could get traded that week and go in and start playing. You know what I mean? Because they can tell you if they say, okay, we playing cover 3, cover 1. I mean, you already know what that is, but they
yeah,
can tell you exactly what to do. Even on offense, as a receiver or a tight end or whatever, the quarterback could tell you. You'll learn some plays, but he'll tell you you got to go route on this. You got that. You got the outer. You got this or whatever. So I would say any position other than the quarterback, I mean, you can go in and help out right away. You probably wouldn't start and play the whole game, but you can definitely go in and play,
yeah,
even if it's just half the plays. But quarterback is it's going to take at least a week. You're not going
yeah.
to go in. You're not going to go in and right away, unless it's a system you already been in and you already know.
Yeah, because they was making it like Sean Payton's playbook is so difficult. That's why Russell got that wristband on, because he having difficulties calling the plays because he got so much on the plays. So I was just wondering the different,
Yeah,
nuances.
but Sean came in. He was there at the beginning of the year, right? I mean, he was there through training camp and all that shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, he was there through training camp and all that.
So yeah, I mean, unless Sean just came in with a shitload of plays, Russ should already, he should already have that down pat. Don't Russ got a office at? Do he
Yeah,
got an office over there?
that's what
A
they
coach's
say.
office? He had one. He had one. Damn, before I got on, I was tired of shit. I didn't even want to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and in the Luham Mahulani, change your name back, please. I don't know why you got it backwards. Maybe Dak is gonna miss the game. What did he say?
Do the load
Due
management.
to low management. That's funny. That's
Right.
funny. Paul, who you got in the Chargers versus Cowboys game? I honestly think the Chargers can. I know the Cowboys are favorite, but I honestly think the Chargers can beat them. Um, and then I want to ask you guys, what do you think about what's the linebacker's name for the Cowboys? I'm so bad with names. Mahu, what's your guy's linebacker's name? Cowboys
You
that got his own podcast. What's his
talk
name,
about
Finny?
Parsons? Talk about
Yeah,
yeah,
Parsons. What y'all think about what he
yeah.
said about Kettle? You know what I'm talking about? Kettle wore a
No,
jersey that said "fuck the
uh,
Cowboys." He
uh,
wore not a jersey, but a T-shirt underneath said "fuck the Cowboys,"
yeah,
and he didn't hold it up against. He didn't like show the cow. He just held it up for his own fans to see.
yeah.
But anyway, what's his name again? Shit, I'm bad with. What's his name
Uh,
again? Give me his name again.
Kittles. You talking about
Parsons.
Kittles?
Parsons.
Yeah,
No, Parsons took it to heart. Basically, talking about, oh, that was fucked up. I'm gonna take it personal. Wait till we see you guys again. Blah blah blah. I think personally, Parsons should just shut the fuck up. Y'all just got beat 42-10, and it's like now you gonna take it personal. It's like he's making himself look stupid. It's like, okay, it takes for a person on another team to say fuck you for you to get serious now. Now you serious. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so what was you during the game? Like it was just all nonchalant, cool, but now it's serious because I said fuck you, fuck the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying? Damn, Finny. Finny got that bullshit ass Wi-Fi. But y'all see what I'm saying though? I wish y'all could like speak back instead of text. Um, but from what I understand, Kittle was playing homage to another 49er who wore that T-shirt underneath old school, who wore that T-shirt underneath his jersey, a old school 49er player. But anyway, I think Parsons is young. He's young and dumb right now. He got to think about what he says because that shit he's saying right now, he looks stupid saying that. And I think Debo came back and said something like, okay, like it takes a T-shirt to make you get serious. Like,
Right.
kind of like watch what you say because we could have scored more points. Actually, what Debo was kind of saying, like, y'all got a beat down. It could have been worse, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody watched that game with what's the name fumbled at the goal line, McCaffrey. I mean, that game could have been a lot worse. And then the last quarter, 49er wasn't trying to score. They were just trying to run the clock out.
On the clock.
So that's and that's if they end up being able to play the 49ers again. That's a big if. Because I'm sure the 49ers are going to get a bye the way it's going right now. And, they probably going to have to go through Philadelphia or Detroit before they even get to the Niners. And I don't see it happening the way they playing. I don't. I see Dak playing scared the rest of the year, to be honest.
Bro, what year was
Because
you on the Cowboys?
96.
That was the year after they won it or before?
After. Went to the playoffs in 96 and lost to Carolina first round.
And bro, they haven't even sniffed it since then. You know how much stuff
as soon
you've
as I
done
get there.
since then. Just think of all the stuff you've done and all the losing they've had to do, and they ain't sniffed it since then. Like, it's actually the D.Ware effect, ever since you got there.
I think they was thinking like me. I mean, an automatic Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. Oh, I got me a Super Bowl. At least I'm going to the Super Bowl. Put it that way. That's what I was thinking. And
bro, they signed you because Novacek got hurt, right? Was it Novacek?
Yeah, Novacek.
Was you better than him? Was you better than him off top though?
Yeah, easily. The problem is, I would say the problem what people don't realize, if you're not with the right team with the right scheme, you could be the best, and if you're on the wrong team that don't showcase your talents, it ain't gonna happen. It's like the boy that got traded from the Cardinals to the Giants,
Isaiah
the
Simmons.
linebacker, Isaiah Simmons. I would always look at him and say, if he played for the Cowboys and they use him like they use Parsons, if the Cardinals use him like they use Parsons, he'd be a beast because he has that same talent. He was I think an eighth pick or ninth pick, but he has that same Parsons talent, but he's not being used like that. So he's one of them hybrid type of guys. I guarantee you, if Parson goes to another team, he'll be average. If they don't use him the way, what's the coordinator for Dallas? If they don't use him the way they use like he uses Parson, because they move Parson around. And when you move them around like that, teams can't key on them. When teams could key on you, if you just play the left end or whatever, and that's all you play, it's easy to key on you because all they got to do is run a running back at you or double team you.
Yeah.
When you're moving around like Parsons, you would have to call that shit on the fly, and he could be in the middle 1 minute, now it's over here the next. You can't call a play for that. So you got to give his coordinator a lot of kudos for what Parsons doing, because I guarantee you ever see a player go from he's a running back or whatever, he goes from this team, then he goes to the next, and he's not as successful. It's all about you got to be in the right scheme.
It's Le'Veon Bell, perfect. Le'Veon Bell was the leading rusher in the league. As soon as you take him, and he had a unique style that was perfect for him over there. It almost looked like he was picking the hole. Like he would get the ball, and like he would just he never hit the hole. Like it was perfect. It was set up perfect for him. But then once he went somewhere else, and they didn't have that scheme, he didn't look like the same guy.
Yep.
He wasn't picking holes no more. The others, yeah.
Because Le'Veon Bell, he was always patient. He was, what I mean? He was patient before he hit. Now, the other team, they may want you to go right away. And their blocking scheme may, hit the hole right away instead of, be patient, then pick your hole. So that always happens. Always. So, yeah, a lot of people say, oh, he fell off. Sometimes it's a system where you just don't fit in that system.
You know who else? Remember, I don't know if you were still here then, but when the Cardinals drafted Simeon Rice, he shipped for us. As soon as he went to Tampa Bay, the man was all pro.
Yep.
Yeah.
So was Jameer Miller. He went to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cardinals shit. Go to Cleveland, all pro.
Garrison Hurst, same way.
Yep.
With left here with the separate with nuts.
Yep. Yeah, he wasn't built for our system. I remember Buddy Ryan used to clown. I was like, damn, you trying to get rid of this motherfucker. Buddy Ryan used to talk so much shit about Garrison Hurst in the paper. I was like, I don't know how. I just talked to Garrison, man. How you put up with this shit, man?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting paid each week, so I feel you. Yeah, he was all pro. He went to the Pro Bowl when he went to the Niners, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a thing back in the day, man. As soon as you leave us, and them used to be our first round picks, man. They would finish their rookie contract out with us, and they'd be looking like they gonna be a bust. And then all of a sudden they signed with the new team, and now they look like they looked out of college.
Yeah. Yeah, he was perfect for the 49ers, though. He was that type of running back. He wasn't fit for the Cardinals. They wanted somebody to smash and hit up the hole, wasn't really throwing the ball out of the backfield, none of that. So, yeah. Wow. PDX Jeff. Russell Wilson should be a Dallas Cowboy next year. What do you guys think is going to happen to Dak and the Cowboys next year? Let's say they go first round, they get knocked out first round. What happens? Dak got a huge ass contract they can't get rid of. I think what do you got? 1 year left or something? Where's the Dallas fans at? What does Dak's contract look like for next year? Somebody. I don't feel like Googling it. While Finny's over there buffering.
Yeah, I know. I heard your question though. You know what's gonna happen if they lose this year. I mean, you know how the NFL contracts work. He already done got what he get guaranteed. They gonna chalk up what they gotta chalk. They already got his replacement in house.
Who? Trey Lance?
Yeah. Trey's 24, 25.
No, I know he's young.
He never got a chance. I mean, if we look at it, he beat Purdy out last year. They had training camp, all that. You know how training camp works. You're going against each other full blast. Best man win. He beat Purdy out. He looked great in preseason that year before. He threw at least, I think he threw 6 touchdowns in preseason, 4 to 6 touchdowns. He come out, the first game they played was in a storm. It was like in a storm. He didn't do good. Second game, he broke his foot. He never got a chance to play again. We never even saw the man play.
Right. So let me ask you this. Okay. The 49ers must have not thought so highly of him, because think about this. They go to the playoffs last year. All their quarterbacks get hurt against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So if Trey Lance, let's just say he's not as good as Purdy, but he's right there. Why wouldn't they keep him for a backup? He's still on his rookie contract. It ain't like he was getting paid a lot to get rid of him. Why not after what they went through last year? Why wouldn't you keep him if
Because
he's what
you
what what's go ahead.
you know how this work, bro. You know it's personalities and all that. And if he ain't got the personality type to be a backup, just like Cam. Cam don't got the personality to be a backup. Some people in the locker room cause division. Soon as that boy Purdy would have threw an interception or something, half the locker room like, oh man, y'all know Trey should be out there killing in practice. You can't have certain people in the locker room, and you know that it gonna cause division, and you can't win like that. You
So you
have people.
don't think Trey would have been a good sit back and speak? I'm gonna set my backup role and support Purdy and yeah, I don't know him, so you could be right. That could be the case.
And it's hard to take the job back from Purdy. Purdy still ain't lost as a starter. I mean, it's tough to take the job back from him. Like
Well,
he
yeah,
going on double digit
I can see
wins.
why Trey would want to get out of there, but I don't see why if Trey is what you say he is, it would seem like the 49ers would hold on to him for another year just because of what they went through last year in the playoffs when all them quarterbacks went down just like that. You know what I mean? So let's say Purdy go down, they got Sam Darnold as backup. Then who's after that? You see what I
Bro,
mean? They
you you speaking from management or you speaking from athlete? Because me as a high school
I'm
athlete,
speaking from
I played.
management. Management got rid of him.
Okay, okay, because you know there's all kind of different attitudes and different people got different agendas. You tell the media what you want to tell them, but you know behind closed doors, and this is how I was. We could have won the game. But if I didn't have no catches, I didn't have no touchdowns, I'm in the locker room and you think we fucking lost. And you know there's other people just like me that's in the locker room like that. And from if Trey's like that, I don't know it personally, but if he's like that, you can't have that as the backup because like I just said, soon as Brock do something wrong, I'm going to all my homies on my team that got my back. And guess what we doing? We chirping. I told I was supposed to be out here in front of y'all know I'm supposed to be out here. And as soon as you get too much of that, now it started leaking to and when you're on the NFL level, it's leaking to the media. Should Trey be it? Now you got a controversy. You have like they couldn't have
I
that. They
think,
couldn't have
but
that.
I think if any team can handle that type of controversy, it's the 49ers. You got to remember Steve Young and Joe Montana. Like they're good at, they've been good at handling having two good quarterbacks. So I don't know. I just think if Trey was all that good, they would have tried to hold on to him. And I mean, why not have if Purdy went down, you have somebody that can do just as good as him, or
And
even better in some ways, athletic wise.
another
I would
problem
have.
they
So
signed they signed Sam Darnold in the offseason too, so he was competing with him too. So they couldn't keep three quarterbacks, but I get it
why
what you said.
not?
They
They
could have
had three last year.
did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they might have could have. I just think that he was going to be a problem locker room wise.
Well, then it seemed like after the game, he got love from Kiddo and a few other players. It seemed like they had love for Trey. So I don't know. I mean, we don't know, but your analogy could make sense. He might have been. They didn't want to have Purdy feeling pressure behind him. You know what I mean? Like any slip up, then they're gonna try to put Trey in. Sometimes it's a mental thing with the starting quarterback. So I could see that. But I'm just seeing the shit that they went through last year with all them quarterbacks going down. It's like, why not fucking keep him if he's decent? But I think they was like, his kid ain't gonna get no better. Let's go on and dump him right now. Personally, that's what I
What
think.
they
You
get
don't
for him?
get a guy. You don't get. You don't. He was their third pick. you just don't give up on him that fast. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Like the Jets haven't gave up on what's it call it? Wilson, what's the Jets quarterback?
Zach Wilson. They need to.
Yeah.
Well, I could throw for more yards than him.
Zach winning now. What you talking about?
It ain't because of him.
Okay. So when they lose, it's because of them, but when they win, it ain't because of them. Because if they lose, it's because of him, right?
Yeah,
When
when
they
he
was
throw two,
losing,
three.
it was because of Zach, right? So if they winning, shouldn't it be because of him?
No, because even when the defense giving him good field position, he's still not capitalizing. Like he's. I don't know about him, man.
Yeah, PDX Jeff. I'm with you on that one. I think I heard one of the announcers say that like uh, McCaffrey getting hurt would be a disaster. It would be, yeah. He's more important to that offense than Purdy. Um, that's what it seems like.
You remember his daddy,
Who?
Ed McCaffrey, Easy Ed. He used to play
Yeah,
for
I
the
remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 All right, let's see what I want to see. These comments, football nerd. It will be just like every other year. They will win over a couple of trash teams to start the season. Fan base will get themselves all hyped up. Then it'll all come crashing down. Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, can they actually? They lose this year. Let's say they one and done in the playoffs. You guys think that they could actually come back next year with some hype and that same we going to the Super Bowl type of shit? Like I don't see how they can. I see this year being a Super Bowl or bust personally. Just with them, they just had too much hype going into this year in their first two games. How they just blew everybody out. Defense was all this and that. I don't know. I don't see it happening if they don't win it this year. Go ahead.
That's every year, man. Ain't it? Ain't that the story of the Cowboys every year? Like,
Is it? Nah,
yeah,
nah.
yeah, yeah,
I have
every
to pay attention to the beginning of the year. I know this year it was a whole lot of hype, especially after them first two games, and then to the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals put them back in their place. But
yeah, but
people,
NFL not for long enough. The Cardinals gave up on whatever the Rosen kid was 1 year after drafting him number 10. The next year they took Kyler and cut the man or traded him for well, we didn't get nothing for him.
where is that kid at anyway? Is he still playing?
No, out the league already.
How many years? Where did he go after the Cardinals?
The
You got to remember didn't the coaches change too? Because Cliff
yeah,
Cliff wanted Kyler from jump.
yeah.
So it was cold how they lied to that boy, saying no, you're our guy and blah blah blah. It was like okay, but I guess they couldn't let the cat out the bag. They couldn't tell him, "Nah, we're gonna get rid of you." But
It's just like right now with Kyler. If they get the worst record in the league and they get a chance to get Caleb, well, I mean, right now they telling Kyler, "Hey, man, get yourself right, get healthy, but let him get that first pick and watch how quick the tables turn on Kyler."
you really think they would take Caleb if they get the first pick? That money they just guaranteed Kyler. What do they do with Kyler? No,
Any
I'm not saying they won't. Um,
yard sale, you give me anything you got.
would anyone want Kyler?
I doubt. I mean, I don't see a situation for him like
I mean,
anybody.
he's actually a good quarterback. He's just small and he's just not gonna last. I always thought like he ain't gonna last long in this league
If,
because he
if
has to
if you
run.
look at it, Sean Payton had a chance to come here. He chose Russell.
Man, get your Wi-Fi. Do something with your Wi-Fi, dude. This shit is terrible. What's up, man? You ain't got Wi-Fi at the house? Can you hear me at least? Shit. Oh man, I gotta start finding me a guest that got Wi-Fi. Do y'all think the football fans that are in here that know football, Finny got dial up. Do y'all think if the Cardinals had the number one pick, they would really get rid of Kyler Murray? I think that's a hard one because they just guaranteed him a huge contract last year. Yeah, at PDX Jeff.
Finny got
Hey,
all up.
Finny,
got
Finny. I think PDX Jeff has a good point. I think if they got the number one pick, they would definitely use it as a bargaining chip to get a bunch of other picks. I don't think they would get rid of. They would draft him and get rid of Kyler. I think they would get a whole bunch of picks and work around Kyler. Me personally, and I think that's what PDX was trying to say. Um, but you
that's
actually think they
that's
would
what they
get rid
did.
of Kyler?
That's what they did this year because
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with
this
getting
year,
more picks.
yeah, we traded back so we could have two picks because we really want Caleb and the wide receiver Harrison Jr. But it's no way like Caleb. They talk about him he's the biggest thing since like Andrew Luck, or they saying he bigger than Burrow and all this. So you don't pass that up for Kyler. Kyler, he wasn't even guaranteed to be the first pick when we took him. Totally different. He's not a generational guy like they saying Caleb is. So if we get a chance to get Caleb, ain't no way. Kyler is the bargaining chip. I'm sorry. He's
He's not a
5'8",
bargaining chip
Caleb and
though.
what, 6'2". It's too much different stuff to say.
He's not a bargaining chip if no one can use him or no one wants him. You might have two or three teams that would need a quarterback. Dudes. Move down and draft Penix Jr. That's Finny just texted me and said he's done. The internet is trash. His internet is trash. What time is it anyway? How long have I been on? Okay, we got like this has been a good conversation. I want to definitely revisit this. We got like about 7 more minutes. So I'm gonna read some of these comments. Shador Sanders probably number one pick for quarterback. Nah, not over Caleb. I don't see that. I like Shador too. I just don't see him being over Caleb at all. I mean, Caleb, they're saying is hands down the number one pick. So, and you like you said, you got that Penix Jr. kid out there. Shador gonna stay in another year though. He's not coming out. He's not coming out this year, from what I understand. Let me pull up the one parlay that I think I already placed it. And I'm gonna place. Man, I missed this. I missed this in-game parlay with Mahomes. I needed him to pass over 229 yards, but not go over 305 yards. And I think he did 306 yards. Yeah, I needed him to stay under 305. He did 306. Ain't that crazy? And then I needed them to win the game, which they won. So he had to throw over 225, 30 and throw under 305 or under. And of course, I miss it by one freaking yard. Shador, middle of the road QB, whose offense would he fit in? Whose offense would he fit in? I just hate that Shador is so patient. damn near too patient. I don't know whose offense he would fit in. He would be good for somebody like the Saints or Tampa Bay, I think. You know what I was doing? Give me a sec to bring up the parlay that. Mm, that's not the big one. What's rigged? What's rigged, Mahulani? What is rigged? All right, we're going to do it. I'm going to do it with you guys. And then we are going to get out of here. We're going to do the NFL one. So hold tight. Got to share the screen. Mm-hmm. Then y'all could just put your picks in the chat. So here we go. Hopefully everybody can see that. So we're going to start out with, what game is this? The Ravens and Titans. Everything I'm doing is money line, so it's just whoever to win. So I got the Ravens. You guys put your choice. Damn, why ain't you holding? I got to do it on my phone. This shit's tripping. So anyway, I got the Ravens. Hold tight. I got to. Shit ain't letting me do it on my laptop. Yeah, Finny, they don't see you. All right, NFL. All right, so we got Ravens over Titans. Commanders are at the Falcons, and I'm gonna take the Falcons. Ooh, Vikings at Bears. Ugh, ugly. Who y'all got, man? That's a tough one. Sometimes I'll just leave the game alone. I don't. You don't have to. You don't have to bet on every game. And this might be a game I just leave alone. I don't. But let's just say if I had to, I'm gonna take the Vikings over the Bears. Seahawks at Bengals. Take the Bengals. 49ers at Browns. Take the 49ers. That's my team. Panthers at Dolphins. Let's go with the Dolphins, of course. And they're playing in Miami. Dolphins is favored by 13.5. Oh, you're right. Jefferson's out. You're right. Yeah, I'm either going to leave that game alone or go with the Bears. You're right. I'm glad you mentioned that. Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that. That is absolutely right. And they're at Chicago. Yeah. Good looking out, y'all. Definitely good looking out. We got the Colts and Jaguars. Jaguars favored by 4. I like the Jags in that too. All right. See, Mahulani likes the Jags too, huh? Okay. So I like the Jags. All right. So we got the Saints, the Aints, and the Texans. Saints are favored by 1.5. They're playing at the Texans, though. Might be a game that I leave alone, but let's just say if I had to, I think I would take the Saints. So we take the Saints on that. PDF says the Texans. And like I said, that might just be a game that I don't even include, but just for sakes. All right, now we got the Patriots at the Raiders. Raiders favored by 3. I'm going with the Raiders. What do you guys say? Ma, who says Raiders? Anybody else for the Raiders? Now let's Cardinals at Rams. Taking the Rams. Ronnie says Patriots 2 consecutive loss of 30 or more, pick Raiders. All right, Eagles Jets. I mean, gotta go with the Eagles. I have a feeling the Jets may pull some shit though, but I'll probably do a few parlays, maybe with the Jets winning. I don't know. Something about the Eagles is just seem like they starting out real slow. All right, Lions, Buccaneers. I like the Lions, but we know even any given Sunday. And then we got the night game, Giants at Bills. Now the Bills have to win this one, especially after losing last week. This has to be one of those must wins. So got the Bills and Cowboys and Chargers is the Monday night game. I'm definitely going to do a parlay where it's just these games without the Monday night, and then do one with obviously, but you don't want to get all the way up and have a bunch of wins and then maybe you pick the Cowboys and they fuck it up. But I already got the Chargers, so I'm gonna stick with the Chargers. Then I'll do one with the Cowboys also. So, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this. So, $10 bet if these all come through gets you $1,700. $100 bet gets you 17,000, obviously, but this parlay is too tricky. It's no way. I don't see all these games hitting. So you want to keep the parlays down to me personally, $5 to $10, maybe 20, and then do a few of them. Cut the games down. So yeah, that I would say that is the Urban AZ group parlay. I will place that one, and if it hits, I owe you guys some dinner or whatever, some shit. Whoever helped contribute to the parlay, and whoever gave me that information on the receiver for Minnesota being out. I knew, but sometimes you just, when you're placing your stuff, you don't remember all this stuff. So, yeah, appreciate that. So, anyway, I am past my hour. So, what we'll do is we'll come back. Sometimes I try to come back on Monday or even Sunday night. Probably come back Monday after that Cowboys. We'll talk. I'm gonna try to come back Monday like halftime, so we can talk about this Cowboys Chargers, and hopefully by halftime the Cowboys are losing. And either way, we'll come back. Try to. I say that. Don't bank on it. Definitely Thursday. So, but I'll try to make it a point to come back on Monday and let's talk about this Cowboys Chargers game. Because I think if the Cowboys lose that game, where do they go from there? I would love to see the news conference after that game with Jerry Jones. So let me answer this question, PDX Chef. What is winning by doing two parlays instead of one long one? Well, first of all, I do more than two because, like I said, you can bet $10, you can bet $5, and if you got 9 or 10 game parlays, or even some 7 game parlays, if you pick the spread sometimes, you can bet $5 to win 1,000 easily. I think earlier, a couple weeks ago, I did like $10. I did a $5 and $10 on the same bet, the same parlay, and it hit. The $5 hit like $905 or whatever. So I wouldn't just do one parlay and bank on that one, because a lot of times you'll miss by one game, and then you're like, damn, I wish I would have took that team out of this and that. So I give myself a bunch of options. I'll do like 10 I'll do like 10 $5 parlays. And all I need to do is hit one. And then I'll do maybe like five $10 ones, and then raise it up. But the more money I put into it, the less teams I pick. I even do a $2.50 parlay, but it'll be like 20 teams. You know what I mean? That 250 you hit, you win like 10 grand or something crazy. But what are the odds of hitting that? You know what I mean? So like I said, with me, I do it where the odds are for me, where all I got to do is just hit one, even if it's $5 to win 100, and it's a 5-team parlay. I mean, it all adds up at the end of the year. So no, Jeff. That's just one of them that I'm doing. The one we just went through, that's just one parlay. Last week I think I had like 39 bets going at one point. But not spending over. I don't spend over in the one account. I don't spend over $150. Period. So that's pretty much how I work my parlays. Because majority of them aren't going to come through. Like I said, you hit one or two, and you're good for the whole year. So I already hit a few. I hit them at the beginning of the year. I was trash last week. Last week I ended up losing. I'm down like out of the 150. I don't know how much I spent, but I'm down at least 100 from the previous week. So I didn't win. I won some parlays last week, but I didn't win overall last week. So yeah, last week was horrible for me. When the Bills lost, that messed up a lot of parlays. No, I didn't lose all of them. I'll show you some of the ones I lost. I showed it earlier. Banner. Brand. That's when I lost. And there's a few of them like this that I lost. Like it might be, I'm just showing you some of them because I'm probably lost about 10 of them. But Texas, that fucked me up with the college because that was one of my sure wins, I thought. Patriots, Ravens messed me up with the pro teams. And then I had Texas over here too. So like that 250, this 250 stake, $2.50. I think that would have I don't know, it would have won me like $800 if that hits. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not tripping about losing to $2.50. So I could place a lot of those bets. Here's a $5 one. Texas A&M messed me up. But you see how close it can get? So this is the one I hit on. I hit on a few like these. I think this was, forget. I don't like to show how much I do bet because people are watching. On the wins, I don't like to show that. This is probably a $10 bet. Like I said, the lower or 20. The less teams. If it's just 5 teams, it's usually $20 to $30 bet. But when I get into the, in the teens over 10, it's $5 to $2.50. But it's a lot of them. So that's pretty much it where I'm at. And then we'll come back next week and see how I did. But I'm already up for the year. Like I said, when I hit the one earlier this year, or second week of the season, or the third week. I hit the second week on college, and I hit the third week on the NFL. Two pretty big ones. So I'm already, put my profit up. I'm playing with house money, um, way more than house money. So I'm good for the year. But yeah, that's it. Thank you, football fans, for hanging out. Somehow, we'll keep at this because I think eventually people will get interested in the football stuff, especially if I keep it short, if I'm not on here just blabbing all day. So I'll see you guys. Hopefully, I'll see you guys Monday. Sometimes I may pop up on the weekend if something exciting's happening during the game, and you guys keep your make sure you keep your notifications and all that set. And I'll see you guys next time. And I have some of my old I have some of my old interviews. I was gonna do them tonight, but I'm gonna do them next time. Just to show you when you're young and dumb, you say the dumbest shit. Like Parsons said some dumb shit. I think he should have just kept his mouth shut. You got blown out. Watch the shit I used to say, like the dumbest shit. And I'm like, it's even hard for me to watch now. I cringe that I even watch this. Like, damn, dude, you really said that on like national TV? Like, you're a fucking idiot. So anyway, I'll pull up some of those interviews, and you guys can tell me how fucking dumb that was and all that 20 years ago or so. So I'm not gonna take it to heart. So anyway, see you guys next time, and yeah, see you next time.